It's K-Poi 105.9, the Big Kahuna, Honolulu's only classic rock. Dave Lawrence with you. I appreciate you listening. And today we welcome a very special guest. He's on to talk about his inspiring, hugely successful life and the cool trip for two that we're giving away to see this guy in concert. It's a real treat to welcome to my show the great Sammy Hagar. Aloha, Sammy.
Dave, what's up? How's it going, buddy? Like I told you earlier, Dave, you're in better shape than me right now. It's cold and rainy over here in the middle of the summer in San Francisco. It's not just rain. Rain's okay in Hawaii. This is cold rain.
I know that San Francisco groove with the wind. It's pretty heavy there.
Totally. It's exactly what's going on. But what island are you on, Dave?
I'm on Oahu. I'm in Honolulu.
Okay.
And we're the only classic rock station in the state. And I got this interview with you because we've only been here for 3 years, and their only original jock left, and they're having a 3 years of Dave party for me. And that's happening in August 5th, and we're going to be giving away a trip for two to see you at your the Cabo location that you have now, the Lake Tahoe one.
Oh, in Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
Oh, out of sight, man. Yeah,
Tahoe Wabo, rather.
Yep. Yeah, well, that's kind of the nickname. It's Cabo Wabo Cantina, but we call it the Tahoe Wabo. Yeah. Woke up this morning to all this. I'm jumping on a plane. I'm going to Maui. I got a house in Maui. We live there part time, so I'm kind of a.
How often are you out here?
Semi-Hawaiian. Well, a couple times a year, but I lay real low, Dave. That's like my sanctuary.
I understand. I would never be messing with you if you're out here, but what would be cool is when you're cruising around and you're listening. Maybe you've got 105.9 on the radio, and you're like, "Damn,
Absolutely.
That's Dave."
Absolutely.
And then you call me up. Is that the one? Do you recall 105.9, the Big Kahuna?
Absolutely. No, it's like there's in Maui. There's only like 4 or 5 stations. I mean, you hit the radio, hit the button, and it'll only stop about 3 or 4 places.
That's cool.
But it's all good, man. It's really great. I got a lot of friends over. We'll just say hi to Shep Gordon and all the guys, and the mayor over there in Haiku, if they're listening, all the guys that sell Cabo Wabo over there,
Nice. Yeah, a good friend who lives in Haiku. Oh, Charles, aloha to him as well.
Right on.
So tell me about this outdoor show that's happening at your Tahoe location that our listeners are going to. It's the 13th or something of August.
Yeah, what happened is a year ago, last May 1st of this year, a year earlier, it's the first year anniversary for the Tahoe Wabo. We built the Cabo Wabo there at Harrah's and Harvey's, and it's really, really cool. But it's mainly just a restaurant, bar, and a swing and hang. It's not like a venue where you can play. They have live music in there, but I can't play there because it only holds about 300 people. So I play the South Shore room, which holds 1,300 people, which isn't very big either. So we put 3 nights on sale, and they sold out in like 40 minutes. So I felt bad, so I just put the summer show up where in May you can't play outdoors in Tahoe, but in August you can. So they opened the parking lot up, and it holds 8,500 people or something like that. And so we're throwing a big concert there, and it's going to be great. Outdoors in the mountains, setting up there, man. It's just gorgeous. It's really, really happening.
Oh, that is nice. Well, then people are going to dig winning a trip to do that. And when I found out that we could give away a trip to see you and that we could do it at this 3-year anniversary party for me, I was excited. And then I realized when I was learning about your the Cabo Wabo Cantina locations that you have yet another one set to open in St. Louis.
Yeah, and actually, but that's going to be in a couple years. That one's not is going as fast. The one that's going to be opening next is going to be in New Orleans.
Oh, okay.
And that's going to be we're trying to open for Mardi Gras, which is the first week in February.
I keep hearing about that St. Louis. I hadn't heard about the other one.
Yeah, well, the St. Louis guys got all excited and started wanting to go, but they haven't even broke ground. They're building like this $300 million complex around the indoor stadium in St. Louis.
I get it.
They got to put in a lot. It ain't just like building a little Cabo Wabo, man.
I get it. There's a lot of infrastructure going on.
Yeah, we're going to be the kingpin. You got to hit us to get to knock the rest of the pins down. But they got to get this thing. They got a lot of work to do. So they got all excited announcing it and everything. But it's a long ways away. But we've already started construction in New Orleans.
Nice.
I will only build a Cabo Wabo in a place that's really cool.
How about Waikiki?
Well, totally. That's what I'm saying. It's like I'm sure that the Maui Wabo or the Waikiki Wabo or something's coming.
Waikiki Wabo, dude. I like that. That sounds nice.
Waikiki is a lot like Wabo. We call it the WW, but WKW. But I will only build these in gorgeous places, our fun spots, places that are just really happening, and the place of St. Louis, it's right there on the river, and the Mississippi River right there. It's just killing, Any place that you got a lot to do, the whole concept of Cabo Wabo is lifestyle, It's on the beach all day, or, on the lake all day, or on the slopes all day up in Tahoe,
right.
skiing all day and partying all night. It's really what it's about, And you need more than just one avenue. You have to have something to do all day and something to do all night. Otherwise, Sammy gets bored,
Well, that says a lot about you, Sammy. And there's a quote on the inside of the Essential Red collection. And I'm pretty tight with people over there at Universal, and we gave this away and made a really big deal out of it. And I want to just read you this quote, because after what you just said, and this was from May of 2004, and it says, "As of this writing, Hagar continues to record and tour with the Waboritas, has recently opened up his first stateside Cabo Wabo cantina in the South Shore of Lake Tahoe, Nevada, and is enjoying the fruits of his labor by laying claim to the #2 premium tequila in the U.S. He remains one of music's most beloved personalities, definitely one of the happiest." And it goes on from there. But I think that there's something about, because I was listening to you talk, and I really wanted to hear from you. What makes you? Is there a secret you could share to people? Because when you hear the reworking of the Staple Singers classic, or when you hear you talk, you ooze positivity. How does it? Is there some kind of like element to your magic that you could share?
Well, I don't know. I'm just kind of, anybody that's in my position in life, it better be happy. Let's start right there. In my opinion, I'll slap them, man. Pow, man. What's wrong with you? Wake up, man. First of all, life's really good. I've had a wonderful career, and I'm just having a blast doing exactly what I want to do. My whole life is all about music, the number one thing that I love, and everything that I've done has stemmed from that. So once you had success in the music, then then I open up a bar, a fun spot, a restaurant, a nightclub, a bar in Cabo San Lucas, the greatest place in the world, and it's like, and it was successful. So it was because of the music. I go down there and I play, and then now we got another. It's like and the tequila came from the bar in Mexico where you have to have tequila. So I thought, I want to make the best tequila in the world. I want to have Cabo Wabo, the best tequila ever, and it worked, and that's number one why I'm happy. I'd probably be a miserable son of a gun, man, if it wasn't for. If I had all these failures or something, if I never got my career off the ground, I don't know if I'd be this happy.
But your career is so huge.
If you chase what you really love and want to do, if you love to play music, or you love to ski, or you love to surf, or, then you need to do more of that. Whatever it is you truly love, you need to do more of it as much as you can. Squeeze it in. Don't be lazy. Go out and do it. And it'll usually keep you pretty happy, I think, doing what you want to do.
That's awesome advice, hearing that from you, dude.
That's about it,
Because you're the happy guy. You sound it, and then to have that on the inside of your record, it says a lot, And that's, is that what inspired you to do the tequila? How did you come to, now you have this? That's not a small thing to have the #2 premium tequila in the United States.
No, it's really not. That was pure luck and passion, because when I first went to Mexico, to Cabo, and started spending a lot of time, and I finally, I built a house down there, and then I said, you know what, I need a place where I can play music if I'm going to be spending 6 or 7 months a year down here, during my downtime. If I'm not on tour, that's where I go straight there, or Maui every time, So you have to have one sanctuary. So I left Maui the sanctuary where I don't have anything to do. You need to heal. But when I go to Cabo, it's like I just wanted a place to play, and it was close to L.A. where a lot of friends are, a lot of musicians. So when I built it, I thought, man, tequila is what Mexico's all about. The more time I spent down there, the people, that's what they drink, man. They drink tequila and beer, and they eat chili peppers, and they eat tacos and hot things, and it's like a lifestyle that I loved. So when I built the Cabo Wabo, I wanted it to be a tequila bar. That's what it originally was, a tequila bar that had a place where bands could play. And then when I started going to the town of Tequila in Guadalajara area, Jalisco area, I started tasting all these different tequilas, because I wanted to bring ones there that people had never had, because boutique tequilas are so much better than the old ones that we've all been sick on. This Cabo Wabo is not that kind of tequila. And so as I was there visiting all the time, tasting new tequilas and different ones, I decided to say, man, I wonder if I could find someone to make my own. And so I went around with a guy, and we tasted all the boutique tequilas that didn't have bottles. They just had their own little farmers that had their own little batch. And I think I found the best tequila in the world. And we just brought the bottles in, and one thing led to another, and every time people taste it, they go, wow, this is the best tequila in the world. And that's why it's number 2, and hopefully it'll stay number 2, because if I ever go number 1, in order to make that much tequila, it won't be handmade anymore, and it won't be as good. So Cabo Wabo will just stay right there at number 2, and somebody can jump over me. We'll be number 3 for a while. I don't care about all that. I'm making the best tequila in the world, and it can't be made any other way to be this good. And that's the truth. It's handmade,
You're an animal. I love it, man. It's
wait you see me on tequila.
Oh, I'm sure, brother.
At this show, the contest winners for this for the Tahoe Wabo in August, we have on my stage. I have 75 people, contest winners, that get to be on stage. I have 4 waitresses and 2 bartenders, and we have a whole full bar on stage. The inside of my stage looks just like the inside of my club in Cabo.
Wow.
And I serve people margaritas all night. And every now and then somebody in the audience gets hit with one. It's all good. There's nothing like everybody having the same buzz. I think everybody in Hawaii, they can relate to that. When people all have the same high, it's a much more friendly environment. When you start getting a guy on whiskey, and a guy on beer, and a guy drinking wine, and somebody drinking tequila, some guy on vodka, man, there's going to be a fight. So I say it's all or nothing.
You got to have synergy.
Yes, you do.
With the alcohol,
and it all goes with a little smoke, so it's all good. Oh, wait a minute, I didn't say that, Dave. You didn't hear me say
little
that.
Pacalola. What was that, Sammy?
Yes, sir, it does. It all goes real good. But
Man.
hell with the cigar. Who wants to smoke a cigar? I would never smoke anything that wouldn't get me high.
Dude, I got to get you an inter-island flight from Kahului over to visit me the next time you're out, man. I don't want to hear about not getting in touch. You got to at least call us up. This is too outrageous that you're...
I'll take a trip into town one day, and we'll meet in town and have a couple cocktails.
Dude, I'd love that. I'll take you to Cha Cha Cha, the Mexican place that we're doing this at. You'd love it there.
Oh, man, out of sight.
Yeah, they serve your stuff big time. And finally, Sammy, because I did want to hear a little bit about this from you, and I know your time is precious. The Van Halen thing. I have a friend, and he works closely with lots of tours, and I get lots of stuff from him, and I'm very lucky. I used to be in Boston for 10 years, and he's there with a big agency, and they worked the Van Halen reunion and a bunch of shows. And I also keep up with your DJ friend at Keishi, Guy Favazzo. Is that how you say his name?
Oh yeah, Favaz, he's killing.
Yeah, and give him some respect here on the air. And I get the impression that it ended up on the Van Halen reunion tour being a difficult or tense situation. And what light can you shed on that? Because we followed it really closely here, and to have you on the air, I'm very curious what you would say.
Well, I got to tell you, Dave, it did end up tense, and it wasn't a wonderful situation towards the end. I really wanted to do it. I was the one that tried to instigate the whole thing and get it happening, because mainly for the fans and to put closure on the whole thing. We ended on a bad note. We had 9 years originally, 9 great years, 9.5 great years of that band. I mean, it was fantastic. Everything was great. The music was great. We got along. We were friends. And for some reason, 9.5 years into that thing, Eddie and I started butting heads. He totally changed. And I'm not burning him. I'm telling you, he changed. I didn't change. I'm still the same guy I've always been. Alex, pretty much the same guy. Mikey, of course, is the same guy. Mikey can't change. We've tried to change Mikey. He won't do it. So, Mike's my bud, man. So, things changed, and it got ugly, and I got thrown out of the band. And 7 years later, all that animosity, and the yelling and screaming and mudslinging, I thought, I really want to put a closure to that. I want to get back together with these guys one time for the big time, for the fans and for us, and go out and do it right and end on a great note and say, hey, it was great. Maybe we'll even do it again. But honestly, it just didn't end up that way. The first 40 shows or so, I thought, man, we got to stop. This should end right now and put it to rest, because I saw it going crazy. And by the end of it, by the 80th show, they had to, at the end of the last show, which should have been a love fest. We should have been hugging each other, going, oh, man, it was great. We did it, and let's do it again, and hey, man, blah, blah, blah.
Sure.
But instead, they had to run the security guys that worked for us had to grab Eddie and grab me off the stage and run us out 2 different doors and throw us in 2 different cars and take us to 2 different sides of town because, man, we were going to kill each other. And it just, I don't know why things have to end up that way. I wish I could tell you. Like I said, I'm a happy guy. I want to be happy. I want peace and love. But some people just are miserable, and they want to make everyone around them miserable. And, it would just, it wasn't what it should have been. It was okay. It was good. Some of the shows were great. Most of them were pretty good. But for the amount of the ticket price was, it should have been a little better. And not production-wise. I mean, people's attitudes in the band. It should have been a little friendlier, and it should have been looser, and we should have been able to have fun with each other, but it wasn't a friendly thing, and I felt bad going out there doing that. But we had a contract for 80 shows.
Ooh.
And
40 into it, you were really saying to yourself, we got to stop?
Yeah, I tried. I said, hey, let's not do the last leg, and everybody, hey, what do you? It's like, whoa. But anyway, it was all right. I hate to say that for the fans that came and thought it was the greatest thing in the world and had fun, but anyone that's got a bootleg tape or a bootleg DVD of any show on that whole tour, you watch it and you tell me if everybody was right on.
You should not hate to say that for the fans, that you earn their respect by setting the record straight and speaking candidly. There's nothing you've said that in any way, shape, or form, I think it all goes with who you are, and I really appreciate you taking the time to say what you did and about it, and that definitely closes a lot of questions that people had. I mean, what you said speaks for itself, and
I think if people change, people can change. If they can change once, they can change again. And if Eddie and I could ever get together and just be the guys we used to be, or the guys we've become now, even just on a different level, and be cool, we could do it again. I don't really care to ever do it again if it's going to be, on that level. My life's like, I'm just having too much fun. I'm not going to go out and be miserable just for money or something, because that is not ever my motive. But so I'm not saying it never, like it could never happen. People could change again. Hopefully they will, because it'd be to his benefit to for him to get a little happy once in a while. Have a good time, Ed.
You're the man, Sammy. When was the last time you talked to him?
In the middle of the last show we did. It wasn't friendly. It was like, but Alex and I have talked many times, and Alex is a great guy. He's solid as can be. And Mike and I, Mike's done.
I know, he's tight with you.
Yeah, he plays with me. He'll probably be up in Tahoe, as a matter of fact, when we play up there. I'm sure
He's not on that tune, huh? He's not on the song we're playing, is he?
No. Mike never records with me, because my band is really my band, and that would be unfair to Mona. And Mona's an awesome bass player, and she's an awesome singer. But, Mike just comes out and joins us when we play. It makes it easier for me having Michael Anthony to play Van Halen songs, because then I feel like, hey, here's half the band right here.
Damn right.
We have the right to play these songs. Even though I wrote with Eddie, I wrote every one of those songs. It's not like I didn't write the songs. But I feel funny playing them with my band unless we play them totally different. But when Mike comes out, we play 4 or 5 more Van Halen songs than I do when Mike's not.
I say we bring Mike and you on out here, do a Maui gig, do another gig here in Honolulu. And,
invite us. You guys, you need to have some kind of anniversary party, maybe for your 5th anniversary.
I know, we're doing my 3rd.
Wobbles and Mikey. Let's go.
I tried to get you for this one, but your schedule's tight.
Oh, it is. No, we got to. That's why I say the 5th one. You got to plan it ahead of time, man.
Well, I will, Sammy, and you are an inspiration for being down to earth and so easy to relate to musically for myself and also for millions of your fans. And a big mahalo for being on my show, brother.
Muchas gracias, senor. David, I will see you in Tahoe. All right, my brother, come on, man. We'll eat some chili pepper. Oh, you come. Wait a minute. Just the winners are
just
coming.
The winners.
They got to send you over. They need an escort.
See, I wish they would. Maybe you'll be like, we'll get the tequila to cover it. We got to bring Dave.
We'll be in spirit, man. Let's see. We'll see what we can do. But we'll send. I'll tell you what. If nothing else, I'll send the people back with a nice autographed bottle for you, Dave.
I would appreciate that, Sammy. And just take good care of them. That's all that I ask.
Are you kidding? It's what we do.
I know.
We'll party them down. They may not make it back.
The king of hospitality.
All right, Dave. Peace and love, man. Aloha to you and all my friends over there. Oh man, I got to say hi to my caretakers at the pad, man. Art and Joanne. What's happening, Art? Art, keep that crop clean, will you? We'll see.
Listen to my man.
Dave, we'll see you, man. Hopefully they'll ship you over here. If not, I'll see you when I come over, man. I'll come over and do an interview with you. Lay on the beach or something. Do an interview from the beach.
I'll make it easy for you. Please do look me up here.
All right, buddy. Bye, man.
Aloha.
Peace, brother. Yo, this is Red Rocker Sammy Hagar here reminding you that there is only one way to rock, and that's with my good buddy Dave Lawrence. Aloha, Dave. Yo, it's Red Rocker Sammy Hagar here sending you some aloha. And, hey, man, I just realized it's 4:20. Hey, Dave, it's 4:20. Wake up.
I couldn't ask for more.
Is that what you... Wait a minute. What am I supposed to say? Hey, Dave, it's 4:20?
Yeah, I mean...
And that's it?
Dude, what you did has plenty of personality. That's fine, Sammy.
Okay, I'll give you one more, though. Okay,
right? Yeah, go for it.
Yo, the Red Rocker Sammy Hagar here sending you some aloha, and I just realized what time it is. It's 4:20. Come on, Dave, give it to him.
You're an animal. Be well.